Now let's take a look at the next type of join, which is going to be an outer join. Outer joins are different because what they're going to do is they're going to return rows from tables even if they don't necessarily match the seam. For example, one of the things that I might be looking for is I might be looking for customers who have never placed an order, or I'm looking for a product that's never been ordered. Now, the way that we do our outer joins is by indicating left or right or full. If we specify full, then any of the rows from table A that don't match on the seam for table B will be returned regardless of which table it is they happen to be in. So this could be very useful for maybe a little bit of data cleanup, that what I'm looking for is both customers who haven't placed orders and I'm looking for orphaned orders, that maybe we had customers that were deleted, but we still had order information for them. On the flip side, we have left and right queries. Now with a left and a right query, what's going to happen is we're going to point at the table that we want to get the extra rows from. So for example, if I listed customers and then orders, and I wanted to get all the customers who hadn't placed orders, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize a left statement there. Now, there is no difference between a left join versus a right join beyond the order in which the tables are listed on the from line. So there's no difference in performance, there's no difference in anything else other than just that. So to go back to our little example that we've been working through in the slides, you'll notice again we've got our customers and our orders. And if we did a left join, what we would then get is Dave and Brian. Now, of course, Dave and Brian have not placed any orders. And so as a result, what you'll notice for them is we're going to get null values for the order date and for the order ID, because of course SQL doesn't know what to display in there. And whenever SQL doesn't know, it just gives you a null. Let's take a look at how we could do an outer join. Let me go back to my management studio. Now, behind the scenes, what I did was I put in a brand new category, and that category does not have any subcategories. So what we're going to see when we do our outer join is the fact that that's now going to show up. Well, let's start off by going with select, and let's say PC name as category name, and PS name as subcategory name. And one little thing to note here is you'll notice that I'm just typing this out, and you are going to find yourself doing that after a little while, because after a while you're just always going to be joining the same tables over and over and over and over and over again. It's just going to become second nature. So we're just going to start right there, PC, PS, and we've got our aliases. And then now I'm going to say from, and let's say PC, oops, let's say production, product category as PC. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to indicate a left outer join. The big thing, again, that I want to stress here is that there's no difference between a left and a right. Now, a full would give us any ones that don't match from both sides, but a left or a right is just going to be the order. So in our case, we want them all from category, even if they don't match subcategory. So when I say left outer join, we're now pointing at category. That's where we're going to get the extra rows from. So we'll say left outer join, production, product subcategory as PS. And then I'm going to say, and I'm going to do this on another line just because my screen isn't quite wide enough here. I'm going to say on, just like before, PS product category ID equals PS product category ID. I need to do just a little bit of cleanup there. Should be PC on the left side. So PC on the left, PS on the right. But again, want to highlight, left is only going to matter in the order in which they are listed on the from line. So now when I execute this, what you're going to notice that if I scroll all the way down, there's my widgets, and you'll notice on the subcategory name that I'm now getting null because we don't have any subcategories for our widgets. Now, if I change this to a right and I leave everything else the same, you're going to notice that when I scroll on down, no widgets this time. The reason that there's no widgets this time is because, again, my product subcategory is to the right, product category is to the left. I'm pointing at the right. That's where I'm saying I want the extra rows from. There are no extra rows inside of product subcategory. So as a result, I'm not going to get any back from there.